Okay, part two. Let me try this again. Thing beeped and cut me off. So, anyway, what I was saying was, I am taking an acting course. Class. It's a class. And it's not just any class. It's with a really amazing facilitator, Glenn Morshower, who is an actor. And today was the third day. And the first day churned up a lot of butter for me. It brought up a lot of old triggers and feelings and insecurities, and I wanted to take my toys and go home the first 30 minutes. And it was really cool because I had the opportunity to just kind of get present to all the shenanigans that were playing out that would normally have me wanting to take my toys and go home. And it ended up being awesome, and I felt amazing. And then the second class, which was last week, was our first class that we did where we actually did scene. We did our scenes. We acted out our scenes with our scene partner that we were assigned. And I'm not an actor, and I've never done acting other than just being my own animated self and being playful and acting goofy. And last week there's just really awesome talent in this room. And I went last with my scene partner and completely blew ass. totally bombed. And yeah, to the degree that I initially was just like, see, I can't do this. I suck. What's the point? I may as well just take my toys and go home, right? And not come back. And what was really cool about these experiences that I'm having are, one, that I'm having them, right? Because these are things that I've been wanting to do for a really long time and haven't really allowed myself to, or not allowed myself to, but really given myself the opportunity. It was more like one of those, if I could have, or one day, someday, or it'd be so cool if I would have. And it's just now that I'm at that place in my life where I'm just out living it out, the opportunity showed up, and I went for it. And I'm so glad I did. And what I realized last week was I could feel that old triggers bubbling up in me, the fight or flight response of you suck, just that old shit that I lived for so long. And this time it was I felt the visceral response in that. I physically felt those emotions coming up for me, and I paused and just observed them and felt them simultaneously. And in that moment, I decided something new. I'm wow. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I went immediately from beating myself up to celebrating myself